Too often than not, we run to our families, we run to our friends, we run to someone that we can trust or someone that can just listen to us, and we cry to them. We ask, why does he treat me this way? What can I do to make him change? Hello ladies, hello gents. Thank you for being here today. My name is Mira Skinde, and on today's video, we are going to be talking about how to make him value you. Often women will say, he doesn't value me. What can I do to make him change? The reason why this man doesn't value you is because he can. And why can he? Because you let him. That is the bitter and ugly truth. This man doesn't value you because of the way that you react to the things that he does. If, for example, I know that a certain character, especially for people who are not very, very strong-willed, or people who do not know that they can treat somebody right, if I know for a fact that there is something that I'm going to do that doesn't have any repercussions, that doesn't have any consequences, then there is no reason for me not to do this thing. Because I know that no matter what I do, she's just going to be there. Because sometimes we get into a relationship and we do not define that relationship. We do not define how we want to be treated. We do not portray how we want this man to treat us. Then they begin to treat us like garbage. And you ask yourself, why do I even let him treat me this way? The reason why you're letting a man treat you in such a way that you know for a fact that that is not how you want to be treated is because sometimes you're scared. You're scared of the unknown. You're scared of the fact that maybe if you leave him, there is nobody else that is going to be like him. You're scared because you've been in this relationship far too long that it's hard for you to leave. And you do not know what is waiting for you out there. Because this is familiar territory, and because you are able to get over it or maybe cry to someone and they comfort you at that time, then you don't work on seeing how to make it better, because you know that this is the way he is. You think that this is something that will always happen and he can never change. But at the back of your mind, you have that tiny desire for this man to change. But sometimes you have to understand that the man may not be for you. Or maybe you're playing a role in making him behave the way he's behaving. We cannot determine how someone gets to treat us, but we certainly have the power to react to the way they treat us. If someone is treating you badly, you have two options: either to take that treatment and stick with it, or to make him understand that the way he is treating you is not something that you like. That is not how you want to be treated. Because you can either decide to react or be quiet. It is up to you to choose which way you want to go. Another reason why you may let a man treat you badly is because you love him. Sometimes when we love someone, we just want to be around them. It doesn't matter the way they treat us. It doesn't matter the way they talk to us. It doesn't matter how they see us. But just because we are scared of losing them, just because we don't want to be in a life without them, we tend to stick with them. We tend to stay with them, knowing fully well that they do not value us, knowing fully well that they are treating you casually. And this goes to tell a lot about you as a person. Because if you do value yourself a lot, if you put that value on you, then there will be no reason why you will let somebody treat you over and over and over again in a bad way. Because yes, they may treat you one time badly, but then if you reinforce it, if you make your standards clearly, then there will be no reason for this person to do it again. Because they know for a fact that if they do it again, you will either leave them or there will be consequences. But because you love this person too much, you're blinded to the truth. You're blinded to the fact that he's not even good for you. So you stay and you accept it, and the only thing that you can do is wet your pillow at night, because you know that you're not doing anything to better the situation. A guy may be treating you in the same way that if he was treating your friend or family, you will ask that person to leave him. But then you cannot take your own advice. And the reason that you cannot take your own advice is because you're scared. And when you get to that point where you're scared of leaving a relationship, you start making excuses for this person. You start taking some of the blame. You start saying, oh, it's going to get better. Or you make excuses for why they are behaving the way they are behaving. Maybe it's because they are stressed. Maybe it's because they are having problems at work. Maybe it's because you're not doing the things you got to do. Maybe it's because of this and because of that. But deep down inside you, you know for a fact that this person is not what you want. Because you're not putting a value on yourself, you make excuses. And when you make these excuses, you don't leave. But then if it was a situation where you really did value yourself, you should have long gone, or at the very least, have honest conversations with this person, letting them know how they are treating you. Because most times people treat you like this and you say nothing. But you fail to understand that people take their cues from us. If you let someone treat you badly, they will keep on doing it. If you do not place a value on yourself, there is no reason why another person has to place value on you. You have to lead and let everyone follow. Because if you value yourself, people will value you. If you respect yourself, people will respect you. But if you disrespect yourself, if you devalue yourself, that is the same treatment that you will receive from people, especially the one person that you want to value you. In a relationship, when you're not communicating the way you want to be treated, when you're not vocal about it, you just think this person will just on up or just get up one day and do the right thing. You're getting it wrong. Because when you keep silent, then they treat you the way they want to treat you. Men can push boundaries. Not only men, everyone. Because when you let these things happen to you, they keep pushing and pushing and pushing. And then it becomes a point where they do something really crazy that you decided, okay, I'm done. I cannot do this anymore. And you leave the relationship. But if you have gotten to that point where you've made all these excuses, you've been scared to leave, and you've not been vocal about what is hurting you, then you decide to leave. When you finally decide to leave, you're leaving broken, hurt, and in a lot of pain. And when you're in this situation, it is very difficult for you to see someone that is better, to be with someone that is better than what you left. Because most times, when you find yourself in a situation like this and you decide to leave, two things may happen. Either of two things. It's either you're going to look for a way to go back to that man, or you will find somebody else that is just like him. That is why it is very important for you to pay attention to your sanity, to pay attention to the way someone treats you. And when someone treats you badly, it is always good to say something about it, to do something about it. Because when you've pouted, there become a time where you can no longer do anything about it. And your healing process becomes so long and so difficult because you gathered so much hurt and now you just want to just pour it out to someone or something. So please, always make sure that you value yourself enough and show people how to treat you. That way they treat you with respect and with value. The good news is there are many ways for you to get out of a situation like this. In my previous video, I talk about listening to your gut earlier on in a relationship. You have to listen to your gut because you have a gut feeling that always tells you when something is wrong. I don't mean you being paranoid. I don't mean you being just looking at everything and picking on it. No, I mean when something is really bad, you have a gut that tells you. And when he's physically not treating you the way, or emotionally not treating you the way you want to be treated, that is you already knowing that this person may not be the right person for you. This person may never change. So at that point, earlier on in the relationship, you address it. If it is something that you address that cannot be fixed, then you know that that is your cue to leave. Another way that you can take to know this is ask yourself this question. Is this man, or the way this man treats me, is this the man that I want to spend the rest of my life with? What is your ideal man? Is this man treating you the way you want your ideal man to treat you? Is this man talking to you the way you want your ideal man to talk to you? Is this the man that you would like in case you're somebody that wants kids down the line? Is this the kind of man that you would like to father your children? Because when you ask all these questions, sometimes we can't think about stuff until we ask ourselves questions. When you begin to ask questions like this, then you get your answer because it is right in front of you. You will know if this man is the one for you, if you can tolerate some of his misbehaviors. Because at the end of the day, you have to catch the bull by the horn. Yes, it might be scary. Yes, it may be a foreign territory. Yes, it may be something that is unknown, but then you have to do it because that is the only way that you can get yourself out of the ditch. Because sometimes people are not able to recover because they have been in something so long that they feel useless without it. They have been receiving this thing over and over and over again, that is the only thing that they can respond to. That is the only thing that they know. So you have to make sure that you put yourself in a situation where you do not get into that kind of entanglement. It's never enough to have instinct. It's never enough to just think about it because that is just half of the issue. The most important thing is acting upon it. Are you acting upon that gut feeling? Are you acting upon what you've thought about? Because if you do not act, then thinking about it is not going to help you. Having that gut feeling is not going to help you. Because people always say, listen to your instincts, listen to your gut. But what they are really saying is that listen to it and do something about it. You have to put yourself first. Because if someone is not valuing you, if they are placing lesser value than you think you have to be valued, than you believe that you have to be valued, if they are valuing you less, then that's a call for concern. That is an equation that you have to take yourself out of it for your own good. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Please do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell. That way you know when we have new uploads. Thank you guys and have a fun one. Bye.